We've just got to Brno. This is our room for the night. Quite a small room, but it will do. We're only here for one night, so it doesn't really matter. Off to Vienna in the morning. We're going to go into Brno town centre now, or the city centre now. Have a look at a few things. There's an old cabbage market there that's been there since the 12th century. Quite want to see that. The old town hall, statues, things like that. Take some photos. Say hi, Charlie.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Brno. It looks like an absolute dump at the moment because our hotel is in front of a very large Tesco's. And now we're on a tram in Brno. Just got to the oldest restaurant in Brno. Whatever it's called, I can't remember. Spanish check, that's the one. Look at these. Not small. Cheers.
Cheers.
Go on.
Cheers.
Just had a walk around Brno, town centre, and had dinner. Brno seems quite nice anyway. Quite a quiet town actually. This is quite busy here. Tomorrow we're just going back to the hotel now. Tomorrow we're going to the Mendel Museum, the Old Town Hall. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Mendel Museum. Should be good. Should be a good insight into genetics. Right up my street. But until then, I'll do another video in the morning. To the first night in Brno. Good morning. It's the, what is it, 27th? I always have to check. It's the 27th, the morning of the 27th. We've got through our one night in Brno. Didn't do too much last night, just went out into the town, into the city, which was nice. Saw what the city was like. But we're just going back there now. We're leaving the car here with all the stuff in because we've just checked out the hotel. And we're going to the Mendel Museum, the museum that I want to go to, the founder of genetics. And then just pop into the town, have a look around. And then we'll be on our way to Vienna. About 70 miles, I think.
69.
60, 70 miles, something like that, 70 miles. So yeah, shouldn't be too long. Probably do a little video in the town anyway. So right now we're in the middle of Brno. We've just got to the Abbey, Brno Abbey, or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of actually this place. This is where Grégoire Mendel conducted all of his research and became the founder of modern genetics. None of his publications were ever published during his life, but it was only after the 1900s that they realised that his publications and studies confirmed genetics, really. This is the place where his greenhouse was, where he conducted his experiments. 30 metres long, 6 metres wide. And these are the plants he'd done all his studies on. Little pea plants. I've actually just read and seen that this place here was a monastery founded in 1244. So when I said I didn't know what it was, the Augustin Monastery of St Thomas in Brno, and it's been an integral part of the city since 1244. And Grégoire Mendel was one of the monks who was based at this monastery and did his studies in this courtyard, and you've just seen us in that courtyard. So just come out of the museum. The museum was very insightful. Charlie even learned a little bit about genetics.
Oh yeah, I did.
But yeah, it's very good. On the way back to the hotel soon, probably going to the old town just to have a little look around the markets, but that's about it. So soon be on our way to Vienna. These are 60p each.
Yeah.
Get them in, son. To our final day in the Czech Republic. Now's Javi. Just came across the local Brno market. Right in the middle of the town square. We've just walked to the top of the hill at Brno, because there's a big hill in the middle of it, with this massive cathedral on top of it, and it also gives great views out over Brno. This cathedral strikes 12 times at 11 o'clock every day because of an old battle with the Swedes in 1645. The Swedish general said that if he hadn't conquered the city by 12 o'clock of August the 15th, then he would leave and Brno would be unscathed from the Swedish army. As it was, at 11 o'clock they still hadn't got in, and the people of Brno rung the bell at the top 12 times to pretend that it was 12 o'clock, and the Swedes lived up to their promise and left. So even though they lived up to their promise, the Bernese people, or the Brno people, tricked them into thinking it was 12 o'clock. So every day it rings at 12 o'clock. It rings, 12 times at 11 o'clock. Bit of trivia. Oh, it doesn't say it.
Welcome to Slovakia.
There we go. As you heard, we've just got into Slovakia. Well, we're in Slovakia, as you just heard. We've just pulled over at this old passport checking centre, which is where all the cars would have been diverted through back when it wasn't EU. But we need to pay for the motorway in Slovakia. All tourists have to have a little motorway sticker, kind of like road tax. So we've just pulled over here because I think you can buy them here. But as of now, we are in Slovakia. I'm breathing Slovakian air. Polluted and horrible. Well, we got our little sticky thing. That's the Czech one. And this is the Slovakian one. So we're all set for the motorway. On to Vienna. By the looks of things, we are coming into Austria right now. Bratislava Jerovice. I think this is this must be the border crossing for when it wasn't EU.
It is.
So this is Austria. Should come up on there in a minute.
Welcome to Austria.
There we go. We are now in Austria. Closer to our final destination of Vienna, or Wien, as it says on the signs. It's pretty dark now as well. The sun's suddenly gone. About a half hour ago. And we've got this massive wind farm up there. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of this because it is quite dark. But there is a huge wind farm. So we've got another 38 miles to go. Another 40-ish minutes. Well, we're finally in Vienna. I'm just going downstairs to meet Charlie by reception. We're getting the train into Vienna now. This is the hotel. Not a bad hotel, is it? It's an airport hotel. Standard, so Charlie can get his plane pulled in. Oh, there it is though.
Good morning.
Got it.
We're all set to go.
Yep. Well, welcome to Vienna. We've just got off the station at Vienna city centre. Just walking through the park and we come across this. That's a clock in a flower bed. That's different. This is their main national park.
Town park.
Town park, yeah. Next to one of their old imperial buildings. Welcome to the town of Hitler's crib. Shouldn't have shouted that too loud.
No.
Well, I'm in the middle of Vienna, just here, and behind me is a monument here. It's pretty big, and it's to celebrate the liberation of Vienna by the Russians. But yeah, it's to celebrate the Russians kicking the Nazis out. Be rude not to. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi again, GP. This is the Imperial Palace here. The Hofburg it's called. It's pretty warm today. It's a lovely day in Vienna. Tomorrow's meant to be not as good, so we'll see how that turns out. We were going to go to Bratislava, but we might stay in Vienna now. There's quite a bit to do. We've just come into the entrance of the Hofburg, and it's huge. This is it. This is the Imperial grounds. Got the Austrian flag up there with a gold eagle looking out over it. But this is it. With, I'm guessing, the town cathedral,
yeah,
or city cathedral church just at the bottom. Well, we're finally in the square where the history museum is, the Natural History Museum. It is behind us. It is this monstrosity of a building. You've got the Hofburg over there, where I hope you just saw. Massive statue in the middle. The top was the old Queen of Austria. And you've got the other museum over there. I'm not sure what that museum is. I think it is just general history. But these grounds are amazing. Look at them. Yeah. This small building on my left here is Parliament. This is where the government make all their decisions. We're right in the middle of town now. This is the Vienna version, or the Austrian version of Oxford Street. Or as Charlie said, Regent Street, because there's no cars. With a big monument in the middle. He's loving life. Well, we're finally on our way home now. We've had the whole day in Vienna. Well, pretty much the last 6 hours. Seen loads of things. But my feet are hurting. Your feet are probably hurting.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. We will be going to the Natural History Museum tomorrow though. So that should be good. We'll allow 3 hours for that. There aren't many sites we haven't seen really today. We've seen all the main attractions in Vienna. Yeah, that'll be that. That'll be Vienna crossed off. Morning GoPro. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the 29th of September. We're walking through Vienna. We're just on our way to the Natural History Museum. We didn't go yesterday because it was such a lovely day. Blue skies, nice light for photos and everything, but today it's cloudy and cold and just an average European day. Well, we found our way into the Natural History Museum and I'm loving life. It's rather large. Charlie's over there pretending that he's learning. Welcome to my favourite room, the main dinosaur exhibit. How can you not believe in these creatures when they are this well documented? And that horrible looking bird only went extinct 17,000 years ago. No predators where it lived in South America, so it ran amok and ate everything. Until we came along. Just come over to the corner of the dinosaur exhibit. Found these two massive heads, a T-Rex and a Triceratops, two of the last dinosaurs to live. And they've got this thing here. Now this is a rock sample all the way down. That is 64.5 million years. That's 66 million years. 65 million years you have this thick black line. And this line has been found in rock samples at every red dot on this map. That black line there has high amounts of iridium and platinum in, which are only abundant in extraterrestrial rocks. So it proves that a meteorite hit Earth and ended the dinosaurs. Without that asteroid we wouldn't be here. There's a cool little feature. That's how fast the population's growing. Here's another shocking statistic. Every hour 3 animal or plant species becomes extinct, which means every year 27,000 species lost forever. Some of the most famous ones: thylacine, bluebok, quagga, dodo, tarpon, Steller sea cow, all in the last few hundred years. Loving this museum, makes me want to go home and study. Good. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I will be in about a week. Hey GP, we've just come out of the Natural History Museum. So we're back out in Vienna now and it's freezing. Pretty chilly.
Compared to yesterday.
Compared to yesterday, even compared to before we went into the museum. Probably in there for 3 hours.
And the rest?
And the rest, probably maybe 4 then, I'm not quite sure. Amazing museum though. Very good museum. It's a Viennese tube train. Everyone's looking at us like we're weird. I feel like a local. It's pretty cold. Just on our way back to the hotel. That pretty much concludes our 2 days in Vienna, because we won't be going out in Vienna again. Going back to the hotel for a few bevies and some food, hopefully. And note to self, or note to anyone watching this that's going to go to Vienna, plan it so that you don't go on a Sunday, because there is no one here. There might be cars, but
other than museums, everything is closed.
There's no shops open.
Nothing.
Just there's a few boats running. Even the souvenir shops aren't running. So yeah, not worth coming on a Sunday. Back to the hotel for some bevies. How am I meant to get any sleep? That is all night. Morning GP. It's about 10 o'clock on the 30th morning, obviously. Charlie's just gone down for breakfast. We're going to Liechtenstein today. So hopefully we'll be leaving in within 45 minutes to an hour, because it is 10 o'clock already. And it's about a 7-hour drive. So I've just had a shower. I'm gonna put my travel gear on, which is trackies and a floppy light t-shirt. So this video will now conclude Brno and Vienna, the video for Brno and Vienna. Vienna was lovely, Brno was lovely as well. So bring on Liechtenstein. Bring on Vaduz. And here we have a couple of Jews. I'm sure as soon as they see the atheist over here, they'll take off, as it's their best chance of survival.